Manager, thanks for your invitation to Urgent Futures. We regret, due to prior commitments, that AALAWuN cannot be available to appear virtually live, literally live, zoomologically live with you. However, we do appreciate with LAWuN any interest in its work. Actually, perhaps the AA is the only school that would give it a home, alive or dead. Got to speed this up, Manager. I don't know what I'm doing. Breaking news. The AA has decided that it no longer defines or experiments with the future of architectural education, and indeed architecture, and indeed the protocols of education generally, through the work of its students and tutors. It needs a symposium to do this. Trouble is, when I hear that title, a symposium on the future of architectural education, my heart sinks. I just reach for a gun. Take a leaf from the Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland Strike Up the Band film. They didn't wait on a symposium to do something. They just did it, there and then, here and now. G. An important new letter in the world, alongside all the new words. Buckminster Fuller said during the First World War, when industry suddenly moved from track to trackless, from wire to wireless, from visible structuring to invisible structuring, that's where we are now. Yet we have to admire the Maoris being among the first peoples to discover the principles of celestial navigation without a smartphone. How can you go to the supermarket without a smartphone? They'd found a way of sailing around the world without GPS. Global fashion now is no longer scheduled around seasonal shows, spring, autumn, coinciding with the moon and the tides, but now it's every 2 weeks a new idea from anywhere on the planet, from anybody. Time and location are screwed, rearranged by 4G, 5G, just as that will screw and rearrange the educational calendar. Our timetables yesterday. It's where you are that matters. A new vocabulary is needed. Our academic calendar's an anachronism. Who said a degree took 3 years? Let's see the planet as a university, at the same time as imagining what universities are for. We luckily do not know the future, but we can attempt to understand the present, the urgent present. McLuhan warned us that the present is the most difficult project. Like the fish, we cannot see the environment we swim in. But new technology does not replace the previous technology. It just changes its meaning. However, AA, do not gaze into this narcissistic world of architectural education. Look beyond. Is this beyond anything or a politically enforced imposition to the global implications of a new normal, new nonsense? Or think about Hakim Bey's plea to the world's students. Organize a strike in your school on the grounds that it does not satisfy your need for indolence and spiritual beauty. Indolence as a power tool. Perhaps that is the educational consequences released by 5G. This letter G has a history. The great architecture of the universe and geometry. The letter G, for instance, in Freemasonry stands for both the great architect of the universe and geometry. What is more essential in architecture than geometry? Geometry. Or to be more technically correct, it stands for geometry under the great architect of the universe. First Invisible University tutorial, held in 2004 in the bar at Zetas Hotel, Urban Stylish. First staff meeting, 2005 in Regent's Park, Urban Pastoral. One day maybe Zoom might achieve the sophistication of informed chatter under a tree. More familiar, G-string. a loincloth, usually secured by a cord at the waist. G-spot, very familiar or unfamiliar. G-force, a force acting on the body as a result of acceleration of gravity. 5G, like G-force, is a speed improvement, is expected to unleash a massive IoT, Internet of Things ecosystem. A new ecosystem. What do you make of that, vegans? Where networks can serve communication needs for billions of connected devices with the right trade-offs between speed, latency and cost. Yes, cost, vegans, cost. Knowing what's in your fridge. Some may not. Want to know what's in their fridge? Generation G, the global generation, apparently the most socially conscious cohort since the 1960s, bringing a sense of purpose into the workplace. Yes, purpose in the workplace. That's what we need. Helping companies communicate and execute their values in an authentic way. What does that mean? Your company's values in an authentic way. 5G, the new religion, not a new normal. Ce n'est pas une nouvelle normalité. C'est la même chose. The virtual classroom with that corny stuff is here. It's not in the future, it's now. This is why AALAWuN suggests the title, urgent presence.